Okay, I mean, it's not that bad, is it? I kind of want to keep this on just to protect myself from, the skin cancer. But on the other hand, no, that's also not cool. The sunglasses stay on the hair. Or maybe I just overexpose my face. How about that? Nah, but then there's no point in having Tel Aviv in the background, eh? Whatever. I decide I go first and skin cancer second and video quality third. So, hello and welcome to Tel Aviv. Hello and welcome to vlog number 16. What? Yes, another live update. Because I do have things to say, like I have stories to tell, and I like wearing glasses because now I can look in the viewfinder and you don't see where I look. Ha! Casey Neistat tricks. I'm just gonna talk a bit. I just came here to the old town area. This is the beach. My hotel is over there. The end of the beach, pretty much. It's such a good hotel as well. I'm here with Solana Foundation. I don't work for them. Well, I work for them, but I'm a freelancer working for Solana Foundation. They paid for my... There's a kitty sitting right there, watching me vlog. How cool is that? Hello. Did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. I'm here for a hack house. Solana hack house, yeah! And I'll do workshops and office hours there. 3 workshops. The first one is tomorrow on the first day, getting started with Solana, and then I do one on CNFTs and one on programming, writing your first program. But that doesn't really matter to you because who cares what I do as a job, right? We care what I do in my life here around in this channel, on this channel, in my life. And hello, my name is Andy. I am the host of this egocentric podcast talking about myself. In today's episode, we want to have a look at why am I so happy all of a sudden. I have no idea how I go about this, but yeah, like I noticed that in the past, let's say 5 days or so, I've been ridiculously happy. Well, okay, not ridiculous, but like more than average or more than I'm used to in a good mood. And this can have many reasons. I'm gonna just explore. I mean, the obvious reason to me could be that it's just the pre-excitement for coming to Tel Aviv. I flew in yesterday, and the 3 days before, when I was slowly understanding that soon I will leave the country, maybe that was the initial start of this happiness, maybe it's not even happiness, it's just, I was just feeling good about life. I didn't really worry. I still don't. Like, kinda everything feels like okay. Nothing really changed, like I'm still single. I'm still living in the same apartment, I still have my same job. Like, nothing changed since vlog number 15, but my mood did, my mood did change. Yeah, so maybe it's just the outlook on Tel Aviv. I mean, I have this trip planned for about a month is when I booked the flight. And even before there were talks, and then I wasn't sure, do I want to go to Tel Aviv? Doesn't sound safe, but then now I'm here, super safe, who cares? There's wars over there and over there, but they got a rocket defense system, so I'm safe. And if not, if I die here, then I die here. I mean, there's no reason not to be happy while I am still alive. Yeah, so this could be the one reason that it started to become real. Like, I started preparing to pack. Do I have all my things? Do I have my passport? Do I have clean clothes that I can pack? All that stuff. When I started to, pack, it became real. Oh, this I still need to do before I go to Tel Aviv. Oh, to this event I still want to go because next week I can't go there because I'll be in Tel Aviv. Those things, maybe that was the reason why suddenly, oh, exciting things happening, I'm happy. Maybe that was the reason. Could also be that I just figured it out, that I just am now suddenly happy. Because I'm doing so many things in Vienna. I mean, there's no reason for me not to be happy. Before we get into the too many things though, maybe it's also the weather. Because the weather recently also changed from like winter to like summer. Okay, there was maybe a few days where there was in between. Not really spring, it didn't feel like spring, but suddenly summer hit and we had 30 degrees in the city and it was like hot in my room because it's like top floor. And anyway, so that's not a good thing, but maybe the sunny weather and stuff, changed my mood. Or maybe it's not even the sunny weather, but the rainy weather, because some days were then also like rainy, and that's a cool thing about Vienna, and not. It always depends. Here in Tel Aviv, it's basically sunny all day, every day. You know what to expect. In Vienna, it's more like, well, if I go cycle somewhere, will I get completely soaked or will I just be hot? And you never know, right? It's could be both. But I also really enjoyed some rainy days, or maybe it's just because of the people and just the events I go to. I don't know, and probably it's a combination of all of those things. It really started with Pride. That was the first time when I really felt super content and like, wow, look at me being here on the streets of Vienna, no cars, the day's over, and I feel great. After Pride, I felt super happy just being there. And I think that's really when it started, so that was a week ago. Just walking through Vienna being like, yeah, nice, life is good. And I mean, I do have a great life in Vienna, right? I do so many things. There was Pride, and then I figured out like other things that I can do. Like I have basically new hobbies. I don't really play ultimate frisbee much anymore. Unfortunately, I want to get back into it. In winter, I was like, when it's gonna get warmer again, I'll go train outside. And now it's like, oof, way too hot to train. And also I have other things that I want to do. So like I wanted to go to ultimate training, but then there was this naked bike ride that I wanted to be a part of. So I also didn't go. Then I had physio. Physio is great, by the way. I make good progress in feeling my muscles and having less pain here. And also in the knees, that's going well. Shout out to Kamil, my physio. Great guy. But yeah, essentially I started to dance a lot. Also just recently again. Like I did Lindy Hop for a while and I sometimes went out dancing, but only recently I really got into it again when I started to also follow. And now I do a combination. Sometimes I lead, sometimes I follow, and that's just amazing. I love following because it gets me out of my head. Leading is in my head because I'd be like, okay, now send out, swing out, do this, maybe a turn. Like I think what I do and then I do it, and it's not fluid. Whereas if I follow, I have no idea what's happening. I just do my steps and the leader will do something with me. And I just keep my steps and keep the rhythm, and then I get completely out of my head and just enjoy the dance. And I like that so much. I also like leading with, you know, the right followers. It can also be super fun. But following with the great leaders is more fun to me. Also some girls do leading, so that's also cool. But I find it way more challenging to ask good leaders, like men, to dance with me, because somehow I still have this, oh, man with man, maybe they don't like it. I want it, but like maybe they think it's gay or something. But like Lindy Hop is very open. Still, it's more challenging for me to ask men for a dance than to ask women. So I challenged myself to do that, and I did that, and I'm having so much fun just dancing. And I think I'm learning more just following than leading. Like for learning to lead, I kind of need dance classes because they need to tell me again, oh, this is that move, do this. But with following, if I follow and then I figure out what they want, you know, that's great. I love following. So yeah, dancing Lindy Hop. And then I have an absolute new favorite dance, which they call fusion, which is essentially social partner dancing. So it's not like performance dancing where you want it to look good, but it's like social dancing where you dance to have fun and you don't care how it looks. The important thing is that you enjoy it, right? And that's so cool because it's essentially improvisation. It's like contact improv, if you know that, but more with music. There can also be frame and like aspects of other dances. So fusion is literally just a fusion of many styles of dance, and you do whatever. And I love that. And there is an amazing dancer, Chris, in Vienna, who also does workshops, dance classes. Is that a military helicopter? Looks like a military helicopter. Yeah, there's a lot of military presence around. I feel so safe here. Nobody's stealing my stuff that is lying down there. All just good vibes in the city. You don't notice any kind of tension here at all. Where was I? Dancing, right. So Chris is an amazing dancer, and he also does dance classes in Vienna. Sadly, I don't go there enough because Tuesdays I always have my Radical Honesty practitioner program call, and that overlaps. But I want to give that more priority, and I'll only go there every second week, so every other week I will have time to go to those dance classes because I just want to get better at that. There are also those dance socials. I've been at one 2 days ago on Friday, and it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to just dance whatever. And the people there have different like experience. I brought Christian, who has basically no fusion experience, but he's a good dancer in general. So danced with him, it was amazing. Also, of course, danced with Chris, similar name, different person, because he's just amazing. I mean, let's put it here. I mean, it's just so much fun to dance. I mean, don't I look happy? It's so cool. I just enjoy dancing, and I just enjoy when he does stuff with me, right? He just swings me around, and I don't need to think. And the cool thing, you can also dance switch. So basically one time this person is leading, one time this person is leading, and basically you switch. It's just fun, right? You just do what you feel like. You can dance close, or you can dance party style, or it's just so diverse, and I just enjoyed that so much. Love fusion dancing. That's definitely my newest piece in the collection of things I love to do. The newest thing that I found out about, right? Sandra told me about it, essentially. She was like, there's Lindy Hop, then there's contact, and then there's fusion. Yeah. I'm dark again. Yeah, so fusion dancing definitely does make me happy. Maybe I told you about the one dance with Anna that I had a long time ago. So that can also be a reason why I'm happy recently. But I've did that, like it's not a new thing that I do this. I've been doing this for a few months already. So I think never told you about it really. Or did I? I have no idea, who cares? But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that's on my mind again. Now maybe let's go into how does it manifest that I'm so happy? Maybe that helps us in the analysis of how do I get, like, why? Also, why is not really important, is it? It's much more interesting to say, how is it right now? Cool. We don't need to know why, as long as it's in a place where I enjoy it. Could also be the psychotherapy. Oh, or I have another theory actually for you. Could also be because I started taking omega-3. Here's the thing. A friend of mine who knows a lot about diets, she's a dietitian or something, a diary consultant, whatever. And she basically told me, so there are those omega-3 and there are those omega-6. The omega-6, they are pro-inflammation, and the omega-3, they are against it. So you need to have a good balance. And in the usual Austrian diet, which doesn't have much fish because we're goddamn landlocked, the omega-6 is a lot higher. Also, sunflower oil is basically in everything, and that contains a lot of omega-6. Thus, that's out of balance. And we did a test, it was highly out of balance. It's like 15-1 for me. And it should be like 3-1 maybe, or up to 5. But like, I wanted to go lower. And essentially what I'm doing now is I eat algae oil, because that's vegan. She got me some algae oil, and I just eat 10 milliliters of that every day. Now I have capsules that I take for traveling here. And mainly my motivation to do that was to get my shoulder pain and knee pains under control, because I think that pain comes from inflammations of not the joints, but the ligaments, I think. At least that's what I imagine, that's what the doc told me. That if I sit too bad, then those get inflamed, and with the knees the same. So having something that works against inflammation is probably good. I mean, my friend didn't talk about that at all, but I was like, it still sounds good, so I'll do it. And that can also have an impact on my general mood. Maybe, who knows? Maybe my brain is less inflamed. Whatever. But she also talks about that if she doesn't take it for a while, then she doesn't feel so good and she can't concentrate as much. So maybe it's just that. Maybe it's literally physiological thing that is changed in my body because I take those unsaturated fatty acids thingies. Maybe it's just that. Or maybe a combination of all of the above. You know, we don't know. I don't know. There I have good lighting. Maybe I should stand like this. Now, how does it show though that I'm so happy? How do I notice? Because that's the important thing. How do I notice? Wait, the most important thing is how is it? And then how does it manifest? The most important thing is that I notice, and I did notice, and I can even tell you how I noticed, right? But the main thing was just the feeling, like when I was standing there and I was just happy. And that happened a few times. Also when I was in my flat, just standing there looking out at the rain, being like, yeah, my life is actually good. Even though, as I said, nothing changed. I'm still single and I still don't do anything for the environment. I still don't have a life purpose or whatever. I'm still like, still same situation, but I'm like, yeah, right now I'm good. Right now I'm enjoying this, right? Or maybe it's even the thought that maybe I die in Tel Aviv. So let's better just enjoy those last few days here. Maybe it's that, who knows? But yeah, I noticed just enjoy. I can't put it to words, but like I just enjoyed it. I just enjoy how I am, right? And another thing that allowed me to do, no, the other way around. The one thing that this feeling allowed me to do, or I think so, I think that that's related, is cleaning up. Because I was always like, I don't want to clean up, I hate this, it's stupid, I don't like it, freaking chores, I hate them, I don't want to do the dishes, I don't want to clean the bathroom. And my roommate helps me with a lot of those things, so thank you, Sandra. But in the past few days, I did clean up the bathroom, because I was like, I went in there and I was like, I feel like cleaning up now. And I cleaned the walls because it was still full of like dust from all the works when they changed the pipes. My bathroom is now finally ready again and I can use it again. So I cleaned a bit there. I brought out the organic waste, which is quite a walk. And I didn't feel bad about that at all. It's not like, oh, I have to do this. And also doing laundry, like, it's easy, right? I just do it. Laundry has never been difficult, but I just felt like I don't need to do anything else. My life is so cool right now. I don't need to work more. I don't need to do this or that. I can just do those chores. It doesn't feel like a waste of time, which previously it did sometimes. I was like, I don't want to do this because I could better pay someone to do that shit and I focus on making money, or some stupid idea that I had in my head. But you know, just doing it myself and cooking. I was cooking for myself for the past because, you know, trying to avoid sunflower oil, which is like everywhere, you gotta basically cook yourself. Recently, I just did it more and I enjoyed it. Did some vegetable soup and stuff. It was like, I liked it. I enjoyed just being able to cook, which also I considered a waste of time a lot of times before. So that's one way how this manifests itself. The other thing is it's much easier for me to feel compassion towards other people. And I noticed that because I remember in the past I was always like, I look out for myself first, and I still do, yes. I like, why would I help you? It doesn't serve me. And now I'm more like, yeah, I can do that for you because I'm good. I'm good with myself. I can do stuff for you. And I feel good doing stuff for you. Like cooking for my roommate or whatever it is. And the first time I really felt that super strongly was when I met a girl at one of those Lindy Hop events. A girl that I have met 1.5 years ago at another Lindy Hop event. And then we even went on a date, which, long story short, didn't go so well. So there was this, it just didn't work. But then I met her like last week or so, or 2 weeks ago, whenever. I danced with her again and I chatted with her. And she told me about her work and how proud she is of herself and what she did. And I was like, I was so proud of her. I was like, yeah, you go, girl. That's so great. I felt so much compassion. I was like, this is so amazing. Without any like romantic intentions or like sexual anything, nothing. Like, I was completely done with that. I don't want to go in that direction with her, but I just felt so happy for her. Just, yes, you finally have a job again that seems to be suiting you. And I was like celebrating with her essentially. And it was so good because like I imagined that maybe half a year ago I wouldn't have been in a position where I could have done that. There would be like, oh yeah, my job still sucks. I still do this and this, and I would have been talking about myself all the time. Not so cool. But now I was just like, yeah, you tell me, and this sounds great what you do. And then maybe I did casually mention, yeah, I'm also self-employed and I love my job and I can recommend it. But actually I did not say that because she just found an employer, so she's becoming employed, and that seems to be suiting her really well. And so I was just super happy for her. Yeah, you do that. I do my thing, you do your thing, and it's just amazing. I'm so happy for you that you found that and that you did well in the salary negotiations and that you ask for what you want and stuff. It's so cool. So point being, yeah, I just felt so much compassion towards her, and then I told her next day, I hope it wasn't weird, you know, I'm just so happy for you. Yeah, so that was super great. Also I went to this one authentic relating session where we talked about like our life purpose and whatnot, and basically Hannah, the trainer, when we did an exercise together, said to me, well, that's pretty obvious, you just need that family, you just want that, that's the only thing that gets you to the emotion. Because I also said I kind of want to do something with my life, like, you know, for the environment and stuff, and then they were like, no, you don't, there's no emotion there, you want that family, and that's the way where you can actually act on your values. And you know, but when teaching a child or several your values, that can be that life purpose that I'm looking for. So essentially I want to go for that family thing. I know that I do, but it's becoming clearer and clearer that is my number one priority. Also, my psychotherapist told me that, and she was like, well, have you tried looking for something, or have you tried looking somewhere where this is the actual like goal setup, right? Like parship or something, where you actually find people that are interested in the same thing, like having a committed relationship and children, which I haven't, and I'm thinking about getting a parship profile, and I'm gonna do it because now I'm in a position where like money, whatever, I paid for the bike ride here, Solana's paying for my hotel, I can pay for my stupid parship thing, right? And they're paying for my flight, so I can essentially make vacation one day though, because the rest I'll be working. But also the working doesn't feel like work, so that's also kind of vacation. I would come here if... Anyway, so my life is great, is the point, and I have money and I can just sign up for Parship or Tinder or whatever it is that I need to do to increase the chances of actually finding a partner. I'm not in a hurry, and I also don't want to do nothing, and I don't think I do nothing, I do a lot. Like I go to a lot of events and stuff, and maybe I do want to do more like catered specifically for that, like targeting specifically those kind of people that are looking for the same things. Yes, maybe, we'll see. But yeah, overall, like I'm so enjoying my life right now, it's ridiculous. Like I am somewhere in Tel Aviv at the sea in a hotel which has a beach view where I can literally go outside and I am on the beach, and the food is amazing here. And it's not just Tel Aviv where I'm happy, right? I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm also happy in Vienna. Kind of like this home base and this circle of people that I call my friends now. Wow, another thing. Recently there was this summer solstice Radical Honesty meetup thingy. Well, it wasn't Radical Honesty, it was just the people from Radical Honesty did a meetup, come together. We were just hanging out, making some music, doing some dancing together, cuddling together, and there were so many people there that I knew and that I liked, where I was also just so flashed that, wow, my life is great. I can touch those people, I can be close to them, and I can have interesting conversation, I can make music, and I can just move, and so cool, right? I enjoy my time in Vienna as well. I didn't do as much work this month as I would have hoped that I do, but whatever, I still earn enough, it's good. And work is the least thing that I focus. It's fun, I'm learning stuff, I'm getting a sunburn here. My life is great, that's the message of this video. I want you to take away that I am happy. Which is a good message, an important message, and you will only get to see it when I survived my trip here to Israel. Which I totally will. And if not, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter in any case, but I will certainly not edit this video while I'm here because I want to enjoy my life some more. I'm only here for like 5 more days and I want to enjoy the shit out of them. Speaking of, I'm gonna go to the old city now, just walk around a bit and see what I find there. And then tonight I go to a Solana team dinner, and then tomorrow the hacker house starts and I'll work there, and because I didn't really prepare my workshops yet, I do that there. I hold the first one and then I prepare the second one and I hold the second one and I prepare the third one, and meanwhile I do office hours, so I'll be pretty busy there, but it's gotta be fine. I love to do stuff last minute. That's just the way I roll, because if stuff gets cancelled, then I don't want to have prepared it for nothing, right? That's just my vibe. That's just, I love to improvise, and that's also why I like Lindy Hop and fusion dance so much, because they're like improvisational dances. Lindy Hop not so much, there's still rules. And when I danced one thing with a girl once that went out of the rules, she was like, "Is that allowed?" That was fun. But yeah, I just enjoy my life. Even though I'm still single as fuck, I think I'm on the right path, because being in this state of abundance and like just overall happiness, if I'm that happy, I think I radiate that as well. And when I'm able to access that compassion to other people, I think that also helps me to relate to them better, and that will also help me actually finding a partner where, you know, it works. Because otherwise I might be too much focused on myself, and I would need a people pleaser who is also focused on me for that to work, and that's not a healthy relationship, and that would break again. Thus, we better are in this good state, and then we can also find someone who is like balanced and like, yeah. That's what I'm hoping for myself, that I, in the next few years, find a partner where I really feel safe and like proud that she chose me as well. That's essentially what it comes down to. I want to be able to say, yeah, I'm so happy that she, that person who is that amazing, chose me as their primary partner. That's where I want, that's the kind of feeling I want to have. And you know, that requires a few things. I also need to be physically attracted and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, I love my solo traveling and my solo life, and there can be definitely a combination. Like I don't want to be 24/7 on to someone, because then I'm like, ooh, avoidant. But I can totally see space in my life for something more. I managed to put my job in a way that I have the free time to allow for the actual family, which is great. And I want to get there. And I will get there, because I'm optimistic and I love my life. And if I die now and I don't get there, that's also fine. And yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm Andy, and this was episode 16 of the L Vlog podcast with video. My life is amazing, and I'm sure your life is great too. I would have thought my life is so much better than yours, but no. I'm betting your life is amazing as well, because you design your life. You design it, and it's not the same as mine, because obviously I have different priorities and I want different things from life. But I really hope that yours is as amazing as mine. Go do all the things that you really like to do and build your life the way that you like it. That's what I'm doing, and it's working great so far. I'm super happy. Thanks to my family for supporting me. Thanks for all my friends who brought me to this place, and all the people who are involved in one way or the other. And just the chance of being born in this time, in a world that is that free, on a planet that sustains us still like that. I want to be positive. Like there are so many things that need to work together so neatly that my life is even possible. So goddamn, I want to be grateful that all of that just so happened to exist just like that. I'm so happy. I'm so ridiculously, crazily happy. Oh man, this is great. I love this. I still love to vlog, and I'm gonna get out of the sun for a bit now. I hope that I was recording, and I hope that you saw my face at least a little bit, and that you heard me and the wind wasn't too bad, and the sand didn't kill my camera. But even if it did, that's just a tool that gets me to the place where I want to be, right? It's just a tool that I pay for, and if it breaks, then I buy a new one. That's just, don't worry. No worries, man, no worries. Just enjoying life to the fullest. And if you want to make a video at the sandy location of Tel Aviv, then do it. God damn, I need to get out of here. I'm getting already way too overexcited here. Maybe it's the sun that is burning like, come on, do something. Okay, I want to get out. You can go check out those videos, subscribe to those channels, and then I will see you in the next video. My life is amazing. So freaking amazing. Now I'm gonna show you the kitty. This is Tel Aviv. And this is a Tel Aviv kitty. Kitty, hello. Hi.